Hey y'all, I'm back with another one. Oh, do you like my new background? I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's one of those um like contact paper. Like, remember, if anybody's my age or older, how we used to have to cover our books with contact paper. Um so anyway, that's what this is. I think it's cute. I like it. The other one was getting dirty. All right, so I really struggled. I meant to make this video during Christmas, and I really struggled to get myself to sit down and make this video. Making these videos so far has helped me a lot, but and it's something I enjoy doing. But there's oh, forgot talk with my hands, and it's something that I enjoy doing, but there's something there that keeps me from like just sitting down and doing the video. And um that is something that is reflected in a lot of different areas of my life, where I will have something that I'm looking forward to doing, but I procrastinate on actually initiating the task. And I don't know if that's related to my ADD or if it's something else, but I know there's something I need to work on. And yeah, so anyway, I guess that's all I need to say about that. I'm here. I made it anyway. Um, but hopefully I can work on that, whatever it is that's keeping me from moving towards things that I like doing. Um, and that might be it. You know, there might be some kind of programming in my head that's like, no dessert before you eat all your dinner, or you can't go out to play before you clean your room. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But I'm back. I made it, and so I just I didn't really have a plan for this video. Again, this is another unfiltered neurodivergent video, so you never know what you're going to get. I'm not going to edit it because I haven't learned that yet. Hopefully this time. I'm pretty sure it's easy to learn editing, but finding the time to do it is what's keeping me from joining the rest of the internet and knowing how to edit videos. So yeah, if something happens in this one, I'll just have to, be embarrassed, I guess. So let's see, what have I done this week. So this week, let's start here, I guess. So I have been using this, but it wasn't giving, it was like, it wasn't giving. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do for me and my interest-based nervous system. So I don't know. See, here, I'll even show you how I try to do a little workaround. Because here's the problem. The problem is that hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I really should have cut my nails before I came on here. My nails look like ridiculous. But you know what? This is not the time to find a nail cutter. Continue, girl. Continue. Okay, so dang, it's gonna get on my nerves though. Let's see if I can find one. Let me pause this. Okay, I'm back. The only thing I could find was some baby nail clippers, so that was interesting. Anyway, I feel better. So yes, my problem here is that this is just not enough space for me when it comes to tasks. I know initially I had said I was going to use this to pre-schedule tasks related to a goal. Like for instance, the 100 squats challenge that I'm doing. I would like put the number of squats each day. But then around Christmas time, I kind of ran into a little, I guess I just didn't feel like planning anything. Let me see. I'm at actually 74 now. Might as well, because I might come back to this one. So let me keep it accurate at least. Yeah, so I kind of like stopped using planners for like a week, I think. It was like a week. I think it was the week of Christmas, which I guess is understandable. No, it must have been, it was the week before Christmas. Yes. Which is understandable. But then I have all these pre-planned tasks that I'm just looking at feeling like, you know, I failed. You know, is this the 1218? Oh, I did these, but hold on. I think I was, maybe I just, no, yeah, see, there's like a lot of emptiness that I don't like. Then I tried to switch it up and use this like how I would normally use a to-do list notebook. But again, it just wasn't really, it didn't feel, it was distracting. It didn't feel right having to do it like this. Oh, and I also tried, okay, well, maybe for stuff that I don't have to do today, I could just put it here. And that was like really a good idea at first, but then it was just like, still felt, okay, constraining. That's the word I'm looking for, constraining. This is too constraining for me. I think that I will probably use it for project-specific planning, meaning one thing. You know, if I'm working on a big goal, like let's say I want to, I don't know, buy a house, which that is actually something that I'm planning to do soon. Yeah, I would just use this just for that, just for the things I need to do on a daily basis for that one goal, instead of trying to use it as a catch-all, because it's just not big enough. So I'm no longer using this. And if you remember from my last video, I had an even smaller notebook that I was using as a to-do list, and I finished that. Yay me. And I moved to this, but it didn't work out. So what I switched over to is, you know what? I just say, you know, I'm just going to go back to bullet journaling. But do it in a way that, hold on, let me finish that thought though. So one of the issues that I was also having is because of the way my mind works, I need a lot of space to dump ideas, because ideas come all day long. Like, it's ridiculous. And if you're someone who has ADD, you understand what I mean, because you can look at one thing and come up. This is what I'm about to do an illustration for you guys, because this is how I had to explain it to somebody, because they just did not understand what that WTF was wrong with me. I said, this, when you look at something, let's say an apple, okay? This is what a person with a neurotypical brain sees. They look at the apple. That's an apple. Ooh, okay. And then maybe if someone asked them, they might say, okay, it's round, it's red, it's a fruit, it's good for you. They will stop and they will think about it. But initially they looking at it, it's just an apple. However, for a brain like mine, here's the apple. Okay, we see it. But really, this is just the beginning of a really big mind map. Because then you see the apple and it's red, and then, oh my God, paint. I should try painting. And then, oh my God, acrylic paint? Or maybe oil paint. And then, oh my goodness, isn't oil paint dangerous? And then also over here, you got, I should learn how to cook. So learn to cook. This is messy, but learn to cook. And then over here is like, oh, you know what? Vegan. I should probably try vegan as well. My diet hasn't been really that good. And then you also have, You know what? It'd be cool if I also learn to garden. Yeah, that'll be cool. And some herbs. Let's do some herbs. Okay, but wait a minute. What would be some good herbs to cook with? And so it becomes more than just a freaking apple. It becomes literally a mind map, and it happens in an instant almost. It's not you just you don't see this when you look at an object, or at least I don't. I see all the possibilities that object could be used for, that object could the history behind the object, so many different tangents, like the create this is, I guess you could say, the good thing about it is that is a natural creative gift, the ideation gift. However, it becomes a problem when you are not able to like control it. It's not good if you can't control it. If you like try to do something simple, like, I don't know, faux clothes, and all of a sudden you got 12 ideas about, you know, how to improve your wardrobe, or maybe, clipping coupons, deals, and cleaning out the dresser, setting up your closet, and like literally all you supposed to be doing is fold clothes. You're supposed to be folding the clothes. That's it. So anyway, I can't control it. So I need a lot of space to write down all of that stuff that's swirling around in my head, because honestly, some of it they're actually really good ideas. I don't want to lose them. People pay a lot of money for good ideas. So I get mine for free. I'm going to write them down. So, excuse me about that. I'm just getting off of a cold. So anyway, I moved back over to a bullet style journal, and keeping in the spirit of me using things that I've already that I already own. I'm using this red notebook. I've showed this before. And then what I decided to do is, because bullet journaling for me in the past never really made me feel like I was doing anything, because it was always just lists. It was just to-do list. That's it. Nothing. And then I would, arrow over to the next day, arrow over to the next day. And I realized it's because I wasn't actually using, let me see if there's anything embarrassing over here. Probably. Well, anyway, if y'all read anything embarrassing, just act like you didn't see it, okay? Let me make sure. Yeah, I think that's fine. Anyway. So what was I saying? I was saying something. Pretty sure it was important. What was I saying? Okay. Oh, I was saying that even though, bullet journaling is not new to me, I've pretty much been doing some form of it before I even knew it was called bullet journaling. Except for migrating tasks. That was something that I learned directly from bullet journaling. And also, I was aware of it when it actually first became a thing, because because ever since I can remember, I've always been looking for solutions to being more effective, always, since I was a teenager. So I've been in and around the productivity community. But I think what I was missing is I wasn't actually using the whole entire system the way it was intended to be used. Meaning, you got, y'all know how bullet journals work. The index, you got the future log, and you got this little calendar thingy. And so I said to myself, you know what? Let me not do my I guess customized version of bullet journaling that I have been doing, and let me just do the way it was originally intended, even down to the bullets that are actually used. Because normally I wouldn't X out a bullet, you know, and normally when I migrate a task, I use an arrow. I kind of forgot there, but now I'm using it the way he is, and let's just see how it works based on the way it's like it was originally created to work. And so far I'm happy with it. I've got lots of space. One thing I have learned is that I I've mentioned floodgates before, and the floodgates that I need pertains to all the ideas that pop off when my brain wants to make a mind map out of everything. And so initially I was going to have a separate notebook as a floodgate, but then I said to myself, you know what, actually I could just keep the floodgates in here as well. So what I did was I just have a brain dump at like lots of brain dump pages. So I did the year, the future log. I did a brain dump next to the future log, a brain dump page next to the monthly. And then next week I'll probably, before I set it up, do another brain dump page, because as you can see, I started this bullet journal Friday, and brain dump page, brain dump page, brain dump page, like it's already, this one's already filled. Just to illustrate how many ideas I get in a day. And so initially when I first started on the 5th, right? So this is the 5th, this is the 5th, and this is the 5th. I had been using this as, you know, a today list and also a brain dump page. And I said, oh, wait a minute. Actually, remember, you set up some actual pages, some floodgate pages, and you need to use those. So I made that adjustment. And as you can see, my today list looks much more sane. And so what I'm going to end up doing is cleaning this up and migrating the way bullet journaling was originally intended, migrating the things that I can take action on tomorrow, because I'm set up for tomorrow, to tomorrow. And then the things that I can't, I'll just go ahead and put them back into the brain dump section, and then just make sure I monitor that section. That way I only have one place to look, two places to look whenever I do a set up a day, the day before, in the brain dump section. So that's how I'm using that. So far so good. I think I'll probably end up doing decorating and all of that other stuff at some point, because that is like, you know, I'm an artsy type, I guess. And that's something that I used to do, and I liked it. I enjoy it. It makes it look pretty, and then when you come back to it, you're like, ooh, look at me. I made a art thing. You know, when you review your old planners. Anybody else do that? So you'd be so impressed with yourself because you made it look cute. But for now, I really just want to get this system down and before I start making my customizations. So now let's go on to the main thing. And this is my calendar. So I have come to the conclusion that this is too small for me. I think it's too small. And yeah, it's too small. I mean, it's not, but it is. Okay, it's not too small, but I want more space. I'll put it to you like that. So what I did was, even though it's supposed to be a planner no buy, I bought the larger version of this calendar planner in Mio, and it's 8.5 by 11. Because then I'll have more space to do whatever. So let me just quickly show you guys how I've been functioning so far. So I've got some old stickers that I want to use up. I don't love these, but like I said, I want to use them up. Just in here. I think these just all came from Michael's Recollections collection. This is from Walmart. It came in a set full of it came in a set full of rainbow themed items. It was really cute. It was only $4. So, and I bought that, when did I buy that? This summer. And so I hadn't even opened it yet. So I was like, let me start using it. Then I have this little notebook that I was using as well for, see? Girl, you better be organized. That's the goal. Just be putting stuff anywhere. Oh, and I have my circles here. And the purpose of these sticky tabs is for me to pre-plan some things. Like I'll show you. For instance, I added my child's school calendar. And so instead of writing directly on I just put it, put it on a sticky note and add it to here. So when I get to the month, and I'll just put it directly on the calendar. But I've learned that because I work from home right now, I'm still looking for a job. Oh, by the way, update, y'all. I had a phone interview and it went really, really well. I'm excited. Cross your fingers and your eyes and your toes and wish a girl luck. I have to do the follow up virtual interview. I'm really, really looking forward to expanding my budget. So anyway, but I learned that, and this will also be, if I get this job, this will also be mostly a workout. I would have to go into the office maybe once or twice a week, which is fine. But it'll still be work at home. And I've learned that since I've been working from home, I can't do nothing when my daughter's here. I need to know when she's off of school, because those days are just not, I'm not going to get any work done. And it's not that so much that in the past, it was because she needed attention. But now it's not so much that she needs attention, because she's a little older now. She's not quite a teenager, not quite a preteen, but that age where they're more, I don't want to say independent, but themselves, where they're becoming more themselves. So it's not that, but I just feel so guilty about being locked up and, at my desk for 8 hours while she's downstairs looking at whatever on her phone or trying, it just feels neglectful. So it bothers me, and I don't get much done. And so I know that when she's off of school, I need to be off of work too. That was that whole thing. So all right, let me carry on. I had also put in this this notebook here. I had just kept it right here because if I was working on something and I needed an extra space to empty my brain, take notes, whatever, I could just have it I would just have it like this, so I can still see my calendar and write, or like this. Can you see? No, you can't. I'm silly. Or have it like this, or like this, so I could just write. And like, for instance, this is notes about, I'm reading that book by Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within. I've had that book for about over 2 decades now. And I've only ever been able to read past chapter 2. And I've got my opinions about Tony Robbins. I saw that documentary on Netflix, and something about him is just, I don't know, to me. But I will say that the book is motivating, and so far I like it, and I'm just gonna read it. I got it. I don't have to buy it because I already have it. So anyway, so that's there, right there. And now let's get to this calendar. Okay, listen, I forgot to tell y'all how I'm using this right here. So right here, I said I wasn't going to do that. So right here, I just marked out days when my child is home, as well as, other important dates. Then here as well, in this yearly section, I marked down, when the school's closed, when she's going to be needing to do remote work for each month. I also wanted to put down pawpaw season. I need to look it up. I believe pawpaw season is here. September to October. I'm just gonna put a little note so when I look at this, I can remember to come back and look it up. For anybody that doesn't know, pawpaw is America's largest native fruit. and it is so good. I live on the East Coast, and I believe they grow all up and down the East Coast and towards the Midwest as well. Like maybe as far in as Michigan, maybe. I think I know definitely Ohio. And um, once I found out that we had, it looks kind of like a mango. It's about this big, and if you cut it, it's got 3 seeds in it. And once I found out that we had a native fruit and what the tree looked like, I literally saw, like, it's not even rare. I would see the tree everywhere. I would go out for a hike, and I would see the trees all over the place. And so I had, a mission to taste one. And so this year, well, 2023, I went to my local neighborhood park. Okay, I'm thinking I had to go somewhere specific or special, but I was literally at my local neighborhood park, and I was walking, just walking. I looked, and I was like, "What the hell?" The fruit was everywhere, everywhere. How have I never seen this fruit before? So anyway, I waited a little while for them to get ripe, and then I picked some off the tree, brought it home. And when I tell you, first of all, the first bite I took, I was like, what? Why is that? This is just tastes like a green banana. But then I let it's the other ones. I think I had a total. I picked a total of 6 fruits, and I let them ripen on the table. And so when I actually ate the ripened fruit, baby, it tasted like bubblegum, sherbet, cotton candy. No lie. It was the texture of like I want to say it was like it's like a custardy texture, but maybe like a pulpy banana texture, maybe like that I would say. And it tasted like bubblegum, sherbet. I can't explain it any other way. Very tropical tasting. And this is a fruit that if you live on the East Coast and you know what the tree looks like, you can literally go into your backyard, pick it up off the tree and eat it. Like, why was I never told? I guess when I first learned about, I'm going on a tangent. Let me finish my tangent. I swear I'm gonna get back to planner stuff. So when I first heard about it, it was probably 2 years ago. My father, who is in his 70s, was telling me, oh, when I was younger, the old folks used to tell us about a tree that has fruit. And I think it's called a pawpaw. And you know me, I'm a millennial. I'm like, we don't need to wonder about this. We got Google now. So I went to Google, I typed it in, and I was like, what? That looks like a freaking mango. You mean to tell me we have mangoes growing in our woods this whole time and I ain't even know that? I could have been eating free fruit. Really? Because I live in a very close to a city. So we don't have like, maybe in rural places they might have wild fruit trees. We don't have wild fruit trees really. This is the only wild fruit tree that I know of. And I became obsessed with trying to figure out what the frick does this taste like, because I was just so amazed that we had basically what looked like a tropical fruit in America, just growing, minding its business. And apparently a lot of people knew about this fruit, but why didn't everybody know about the fruit? I learned that it was because it's a very highly perishable, meaning basically once you pick it off the tree, you only have a couple days to eat it. So it's not something that would get to market very well. Grocery stores wouldn't be able to keep it very well. You know, if you pick it, bring it home, you probably got like 2-3 days before it spoils. So that's why it's not a popular fruit. But I'm telling you, if more people knew about this fruit, they would, yeah. Is Let me go back and say it tastes like a little bit like a pear, a little bit like bubblegum, a little bit like sherbet, all mixed into one random ass Native American. Well, I should say like it's just a anyway. I'm probably the only one that's amazed by that information. So, y'all, if that was boring to you, I'm sorry. Let me get back with Taz. So I did that. I put my daughter's calendar here. I'm gonna go back to this. All right. So one thing that I haven't mentioned about this calendar that I really like is that on the week section, I'll go to a blank page. Let me see if I can do this. It tells you the week, but also it tells you what day of the year it is and also how many days there are left. I love that because as somebody who like legitimately experiences time blindness, that helps me out quite a bit. So I'm gonna go back to the January calendar. This is what it's looking like. I decided to use this section here to you know, put my goals, and I tried to do a to-do list right here, but I don't think I like that. I don't think I'm going to carry that over to, excuse me, I don't think I'm going to carry that over to February. Oh, also I did pay off one of my credit cards, so let me check that off. Yay, I did that. But anyway, this is how it looks here. Nothing really new to report, but as you can see, the days that my child is not in school, I really highlighted because, like, majorly, I cannot do anything when she's here. Let's see. So I think when we left off, we were here. Yeah, we left off here. And so this week, the 18th to the 24th, I just wasn't into it. But then I got back on the bandwagon, and this is the 25th through the 31st. So I decided to do a trigger list over here where I just put my daily routine. So like when I get up in the morning and I just need to figure out what do I do first, I just come here and do my morning stuff here, and then that gives me enough to keep going throughout the day. And basically how I use it this week was time tracking. I'm really trying to get a handle on this time blindness thing because I feel like I've lost a lot of time due to it. And I don't want that no more. So I'm really trying to combat that. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do that in a minute. But anyway, that's that week. As you can see, I started out by just tracking my sleep, and putting down, like, you know, I scheduled 56 hours of sleep, but I only got like 53, which is still pretty good. And then there was a comment in my last video about not making myself be a morning person if I'm not. And I was like, you know what? That is so true. Let me not do that. So as you can see, I didn't, especially this week. I used the time that I wasn't able to fall asleep to do things. And then I went to they have a name for it, where you do some of your sleep and then you wake up and then you go back and do the second part of your sleep. I've been doing that. So for instance, let's say on Wednesday, I slept for 4 hours and then I had to get up to get my child ready for school. I did a to-do list and prepared that, you know, so when I woke up, I have that ready. I did my morning routine, but then I went back to sleep. And then, you know, I continued the day from basically here to here. So my day was here, you know, instead of here, it was here. And then again, I went to bed at 5, woke up at 6:30, and then I went back to sleep at 8 and woke up at 1. And then again, my day was shifted a bit. And honestly, that's been okay. He's been working out. I'm kind of like, not living, like, I kind of miss being awake during the day, you know, because I'm starting to feel like a vampire. But I'll work on that. Maybe this coming week, I'll just try to shift up an hour each night. Just shift up an hour when I lay down and try to get to sleep. But as you can see, that doesn't always work, because here I tried to lay down at 2 a.m. or go to bed at 2 a.m., but I didn't fall asleep until 6:30. I literally did not fall asleep until 6:30. I tried. It ain't work, because that's the nature of insomnia. What else do I want to say about this? Oh, I wanted to say that these little designs that I put in the middle, I mean, it's kind of like, I look at them and I'm like, it's a bit much. However, they help me to not jump around when I'm trying to work on my calendar. So, for instance, if I just finished doing something and I want to, switch and do something fun, um, or distract myself with something fun, like for instance, doom scrolling, I'll just sit here and just do a little pattern mindlessly. And then by the time I finish doing the pattern, that urge to want to go doom scroll or see what's on Amazon or whatever is gone, and I can move on to something else. Yeah, so that's about it. So I really like this idea, and I'm gonna carry it over to the next week. And I've got some of those stickers left over, so I can still use those. And yeah, that's about it. I don't, when I look at this design wise, I don't like it. But I think it's just because I was using too many colors. So next week, this I like a little bit better, even though, like, and I didn't choose these colors. I just picked up a yellow highlighter, and then I picked up a red highlighter, and I picked up a brown pen and used it. I didn't plan the color scheme or anything like that. I may have subconsciously picked this sticker to match the color scheme, but I did not consciously pick anything else. So maybe next week I'll actually try to make it look pretty. So that's that. And so we're going to be on here, which is week number 2. Oh, also, if you can see, with me trying to combat time blindness, I've also 37 minutes. Okay. I've also put the day, or how many days are left in the year, up here. I don't know if that's helping me or not. I might continue to do it, try it this week again, but I don't know. All right, so moving on. I really hope that y'all are okay with me and my style of YouTubing. So in an effort to combat time blindness, I got this idea from, I forgot who did it. It was somebody on YouTube, where they were working with their ADHD coach, and they suggested that they, in order to plan their time or plan out their week, take the hours of the week and then divide it up into what they want to get done. I said, oh, okay, that's actually really cool. I like that. So, and what they did was they wrote them on sticky notes and put it on a board or whatever. And so I said, I'm going to do that too. And so I just kind of picked a couple things that I would be interested in doing, and a couple things that I have to do, and some kind of arbitrary times that I guessed I would need. But basically I broke down, I think it's 168 hours a week, and broke them down into these things. And so I'm gonna, like last week my focus was sleeping, and this week my focus are my work hours, like the actual time that I spend doing work, which right now is applying for jobs and resumes and LinkedIn and networking and all that. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm all over the place, but anyway, I'll go through this. So 56 hours of sleep. So I already know that I pretty much hit close to this, and that's cool. I don't need to adjust the time. Then with the rest of the time, I wanted 40 hours of working. I even put in my eating in there. which is, what is this, 2 hours a day, basically 30 minutes for lunch, 30 minutes for dinner, and then 30 minutes for breakfast, 30 minutes for lunch, hour for dinner. Put that in there. I got the hygiene and cleaning, cooking, quality time with my child, reading. I got exercise in there, working on my finances, planning, anything related to that, drawing, socializing, which anyway, maybe that'll be for another video. This is wishful thinking, tarot business, but maybe I will be able to get to that. And learning how to video edit. It's on my list of things to do. When I get to this card, I will be scheduling time to do stuff like that. So what I am going to do is, this video is really long, so I probably won't actually sit here and do it. But what I'm going to do is to prepare for next week. Speak, girl, speak. I'm going to put one of these stickers here. I'm going to do my morning routine. I'm going to use a pencil to pre-schedule the, the hours that I'm currently working on integrating into my life. So sleeping, and this week is working. I'll pre-schedule the time here. And then when the day comes up, if I need to adjust anything, so I'm doing that in pencil. If I need to adjust anything, then I'll, do it in pen. Is that what I meant to say? When I adjust it, when I actually do the thing, or whether or not I need to adjust it, I'll do it in pen. And I hope that makes sense. And so yeah, that's how I plan to do this coming week. I think that's all I had to say. No, that's not all I had to say. I had to say something else. Oh yeah, so I found this app online called what is it called? Oh no, it's called, let me look at it. I got it up here. What's it called? It's called Reclaim.ai. And it's actually really cool so far. And I'm going to try to see if I can work with it, with the time schedules. Because basically it's an AI calendar add-on to Google Calendar. And like say that I wanted to put in, I wanted to schedule 40 hours of working in a week. But I haven't gotten up to that point where I feel confident enough to say, oh, I want to work this many hours this day, this many hours this day. So you plug it into the app, the extension, and it finds time on your Google Calendar for you. It just puts it on there for you. And let's say I didn't put sleeping on there because that's silly. Well, I mean, I could, but then it might like schedule sleeping at weird hours of the day or something like that. Actually, I might try putting sleep on there this week and see what it tells me to do. But yeah, so like I could put working in there, and I could put like, okay, 40 hours for the week, or maybe if I want to stretch it out, I can put like 4 times 4, 160 hours for the month, and it'll kind of configure good time blocks for you to have. And then the best part is if you don't actually do it, it'll adjust, or if something else comes up on your calendar, it'll adjust, so you never actually lose the hours that you want to use to, like, if you have a goal to work 40 hours, you don't lose it. Even if things change, it adjusts for you. And I think it's really, really cool app, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to seeing how to work with it, because even though I know how many hours, well, I'm not gonna say I know how many hours, even though I have designated how many hours a week I want to spend on certain things. Like I said, I may not actually know how to put this together in an actual schedule quite yet. My executive functioning skills aren't that strong yet. I'm still working on that. So, that calendar extension will tell me based on how I feel. If I feel like exercise is more important than quality time, it'll adjust the schedule and suggest what I should do, how I should put it in order in the week, or if this is due sooner than this, or if this has more time than this, it'll do its little AI thing and give you like the schedule that they find that they think will be the most optimal. And then on top of that, if you don't agree with it, you could change it and it'll work around your suggestions. And I like that. So anyway, I think I've rambled on quite a bit. I think my next video, I might do another one tomorrow where I set up for the week. Do I want to do that? I don't know. To be honest, the only thing I really know about planning for this week is that I want to use this sticker and I want to use this pen and I want to schedule my work hours. That's all I know. So I might be back to do that with y'all. I may not. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Like if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. Ding-a-ling that bell if you want to. I probably shouldn't have said ding-a-ling. That's weird. Ring-a-ling. Click it. I don't know. But really, like I said before, I comment because I want to talk. I want to chat. I want to connect. Let's be planner besties. And anyway, that's it. Bye, y'all.